Smitty, man. How you going, bro?
Man, hey, listen. How can I not be going well after the draft?
Oh, my bad. Hey, what's good, family? Welcome to episode 16 of When Enemies Clash. And I brought my partner from inside the nest with me, man. King DV, how you feeling, bro?
Man, I hope everybody's blessed, man. We got a new week to talk about, but before we get into the new week, I want to talk about what previously happened and then work our way up. That's what I'm looking forward to, man. Just talking good football.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying. Hey, Cole, man, it's been a minute, man, since the people seen us, man. How you been, man?
I'm good, man. I've been, kind of humble. I've been kind of humble the past couple of days, man. We're gonna talk about it, man. It's been kind of rough week for me, man. It started off hot, and then been brought down to reality, man. So we're gonna talk about it.
Hey, man, shout out to the people that's loyal to the game, man. They always here, man. They they're in the comments. Shakita, shout out Miss Ash, Jigger, Regina, so over it. Got them Cowboys Cave just popped in here. We appreciate all y'all for coming out, man, every week, man. Hitman, what's good with you, brother?
It's good, brother.
I know it's just getting hot, man. We just getting warm, man. But let's start, with the Eagles. I guess week one, it wasn't the best showing that we could have showed. You know what I'm saying? We had some struggles. I didn't really like how the game went. I felt like, I told y'all before, I didn't think Kenny Gainwell was running back one. He got the running back one carries. He was only able to muster up 40 plus yards, 14 carries. And Swift got one carry for 3 yards in that game, and it was the first time me seeing somebody play with the 8 DBs in the backfield and really only rush 3. And DV, as I think about it over the last few days, right, I really look at it like this. Those same carries that Gainwell could have got, we seen another team the following week run that same scheme against us, and he bust off 175. I think down the line, Brian Johnson in that first game right now is regretting not really giving Swift the keys to the running back room. But he had to figure out what he had. And how did you feel about week one, bro?
In the moment, I didn't feel too good about it, honestly, man, because I'm like, these guys been, at training camp and also joint practices, and, you hear stuff and everything, and you come out and then basically, like, your talent helped you win that game. But looking back on it, man, think about it. Like, the New England Patriots defense basically didn't allow the Dolphins to score 7 points. And they didn't allow them to just run on them. They basically, held them all together. So that defense is there. I just didn't like the fact that, we came out a little sluggish. We came out a little rusty because we didn't play, that last preseason game. It felt like that was a preseason game for our starters. So looking back on it, I'm like, I understand it. Did I like it? No. But it's always up from that point. I think each week we get a little bit better. But that week one, it really was like, we gotta pump our brakes a little bit and know this is a new offensive coordinator and learn that, Sean Desai is a new defensive coordinator for us. and that everybody's got to get equipped to it. You could like the scheme, but you got to execute it. And that's what I saw week one. Even though, like I said, our talent actually won us the game, but it was too close for my comfort.
Coles, week one, you
Yeah.
came out 40 burger against the Giants. Passing offense didn't look all that great, but you was able to run the ball at will. Defense looked at fire. How did you feel about your first game, man? I know it was a division rival, against the Giants, but
Yeah.
how did you feel about coming on and putting up 40?
And I felt great, man, only because of the Giant fans mostly. Like I came in the game knowing we was gonna take care of business, because to be real, man, we can both agree the Giants' moves wasn't all that. It wasn't moving the needle to what we had on our roster. So yeah, I felt great, man. I felt like we was like I had two questions in my head. Are we this good or is the Giants super trash right now? You know what I'm saying? So that was my initial thought about it. I wanted to see how we was gonna do against Aaron Rodgers the next week, but didn't happen. So yeah, man, yeah. Week one was great for me. One thing I didn't.
Go ahead.
I just want to add one thing that I didn't like about the game because it was a lot that I didn't like. As far as what we still dealing with a little bit is the offense, and we dealing with a lot of young players that's still trying to make their way. We lost Dalton Schultz, so we bringing in our guy Jake Ferguson. We looking for him to be that guy, that can be the security blanket for Dak Prescott. He has not shown much. We got another tight end, Peyton Hendershot. He has not shown much, so we still working a little bit on the offensive side of the ball. But yeah, week one was good.
All right, so coming out of week one, everybody was 1-0. Going into week two, we had the Vikings DV. Now, I was a little bit more excited about what we seen from what we seen from the offensive side, but the same problems I had from the beginning of the season showed their ugly face. And they let even though he did not score a touchdown on us, they let Justin Jettis really show his hand, man. He had 150 plus yards on our defense. The middle of the field was not protected, and we got exposed a little bit. But you have to take into account in that game. Now that I'm really looking at it, we had a lot of people out. The defense was a little beat up. Sean Desai wasn't used to that type of adversity so early. Because he just started second game. You haven't experienced anything like that. He had to make some adjustments on the fly. Hindsight is 2020. So now that I'm looking at it a little bit later, I'm looking at the situation and I'm kind of observing. I'm like, he kind of did a great job saying, look, we going to let Justin Jefferson do what he need to do. We're going to stop everything else. When I looked at the box score, outside of, a couple of plays from Addison, we really did that. The running game was stopped. The other passers wasn't able to get the ball. I wasn't 100% okay with them starting to let Josh Jobe and letting Mario Goodrich cover Justin Jefferson. But I see it now. They were like, look, we're gonna make somebody else. We're gonna make somebody else have to come up and kill us, and we're gonna let Justin Jefferson eat. And that's kind of the way to beat a team like that. You only got one real piece, and you use him to that ability. But on the offensive end, DeAndre Swift emerged. 178 yards rushing. It really looked good. You know what I'm saying? And then I felt like my quarterback in the second half caught his groove. 8 for 10, 111 yards and 2 touchdowns. How you feel, DV?
I felt kind of the same. Like, Sean Desai basically needed to get his foot in quickly because of the adjustment that he had to make because of the injuries, due to the injuries. Also, I looked at it as Mario Goodrich, on Justin Jefferson. That's a mismatch all day. But that could have been kind of a decoy, for other things, other schemes that he was trying to, do in that game. So I feel like that Sean Desai figured it out early. That's why I'm not too concerned about Sean Desai because he knows how to make adjustments. We didn't have that last year. We stuck to what we knew, and it was that was it. It wasn't like, okay, we need to adjust really quickly. So I do applaud him for that. As far as our offense, I feel like that we waited too long to start, feeding DeAndre Swift, because that was the bread and butter right there. That was making the offense move. Yes, Jalen Hurts did start catching, rhythm in the second half, but it needs to be, picked up in the first half. We was the best or one of the best second quarter teams in the league last year. And now it's just like, and I know we played a couple good defenses, great defenses, but at the end of the day, we need to see Jalen Hurts be Jalen Hurts. So yes, as I know that he got into a groove and everything like that. It's still the beginning of the season, but he needs to pick that groove need to be in the beginning of the game. So basically, we can do what we did last year, and how we did at the end of week 3. And I know we're going to get into it. Just running the clock out. That's basically what we were doing. So we got to pick it up. And I think he spoke about that yesterday. Or yeah, it was today, right? No, it was yesterday. Anyway, but overall, man, I think week 2 was a learning process. I think that we still got a lot to prove to improve on, and a lot to prove. Yeah, I just think that week 2 was week 2, and that was the DeAndre Swift game, and he broke out for 178 yards, a TD, especially him being home. That was big. That was big for him.
Coles, man, week 2, Rogerless Jets. It's supposed to have been you told me before that was going to be your little measuring game to see if you got over that hill of not being able to beat him. He wasn't there. You handled business like you're supposed to. Did that game go in the manner you thought it would, or was it too close for your comfort too long?
Basically, going off how their defense was, I felt good about it because the way that we played offensively, we played smart enough to like tire out the defense, control time possession, and basically, do what we want with them. Their offense, of course, with them being their weakest link, wasn't able to help them. So we just basically tired out their defense. I was very happy at how our defense handled the game. Offense too. I like what Mike McCarthy was doing with the offense. It started out great. We had the ball. Like I was expecting us to have the ball. Like I was expecting to bring our defense out first. Set the tone. He brought the offense out, and I'm like, man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Why we bring offense out? But what I like from that offense is we was able to just march down the field and score a touchdown right there, like that. So we opened the drive out with a good touchdown. What brought me at pause is as the game went on, we've been just going down to the goal line, kicking field goals, And hey, I'm gonna tell you, we all know how I am with Dak Prescott. That's my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm being very, very critical with him this year, man. I'm not, it's time's up, man. I need to see a lot from you right now. Because in situations where we need you the most, we need you to make those plays. There was one play that pissed me off. He over here, he threw it to I guess he was trying to get the ball to Cooks. CeeDee Lamb on the corner of the end zone, wide the fuck open. You know what I'm saying? We had to settle for 3 points. That jump pissed me off because I'm like, these are plays that you're supposed to know. You need to know. You need to read the field, man. You gotta know. Give your playmaker the ball. Your wide receiver 1 is CeeDee Lamb. He's wide open, bro. You know what I'm saying? So those I need to look at. I'm looking at going back and forth, goal line. In red zone, all that stuff. It pissed me off, man. So a lot of Dak Prescott fans, they gonna probably unfollow me and all. It's cool. I'm gonna call it a buck, man. You know what I'm saying? It's time, man. It's time. So that's the only thing my concern that I had with the Jets. We could have hung a lot.
Pause.
What?
Hey, awesomeness. You gonna come in here with that bull? We finna spank the dog dookie out you. We finna have you front line on the milk carton inside the grocery store. People asking, where have you disappeared to? The Commanders don't want no pressure, man. Did you see what y'all defensive line did last week? Nothing. They got ran on, and they let Josh Allen do whatever he wanted to. Then you turned around on your offensive line, laid down, and got smacked. Your quarterback got hit 9 times, and then they hit him another about 5 or 6 more times. His head is woozy, and I heard I heard his possibility that y'all ain't ready. Y'all was emotional about that Bills game, man. Y'all thought they was the Eagles. Y'all picked the wrong team to bring all you had. Y'all are going to get smacked, bro. And I hate to even tell you this on live, because you're going to go tell all your little buddies about what I said, and then they going to be hurt when it really come to fruition and we beat the dog dookie out you. We going to drag you all up and down the link. We're going to leave red skin, blood and guts all over the stadium.
Commanders now, bro.
I don't care. They don't even own their name. Coming here talking crazy to the Eagles. You don't even own your own name. You might want to change it to whatever. Y'all ain't ready, man. Y'all poorest team.
Don't let that deter you. Don't let that deter you, man. We gotta talk about week 3.
Man, week 4 coming too. It's coming. I just wanted to let her know, because she like to disappear. She come here and talk that craziness. Then I know by the time we get to the Commander, she gonna be gone.
Hold up. Is that the one that be walking back?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I just wanted to catch you while you was here. All right, go ahead.
They gonna realize soon. Are you good, man? Hey, sometimes you gotta.
I know she'll disappear, Cole. You know how it is.
I'm also getting on. I'm also getting on this guy right here. I'm not saying Dak Prescott is cheap. Dak Prescott is not cheap. I'm just calling him out what he needs to improve on. It's cool to be objective with your quarterback. We can talk about yours. We can talk about those picks, but it's getting disguised by the wins y'all been having.
Whoa.
I'm gonna leave it at that, and that's it.
Yeah, see,
that's it, man.
DV, I knew it was coming, right?
Nah,
it was coming, right?
He had it coming. You can't talk about my quarterback.
Let's talk about week 3.
Yeah, I don't say it. You can't talk about my quarterback. I ain't gonna
analysis. We can get in week 3 in just a moment. Go ahead.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let guys just run. I'm gonna have to address him right where it's there, but it's cool. It's cool. So basically, yeah, that's all I really had about the Jets game. We won. We handled business, but yeah, let's carry on. Let's carry on to week 3.
Week 3, the Eagles have found flight. Their wings have spread. We played a great game against Tampa. I felt like the footing that I was looking for in week 2. It took them a couple minutes to put their shoes on, man. They had to put their shoes on. They had the wrong socks. They had, them socks they give you at the hospital. The shoes was a little too tight, so they had to go back in the room, put the low cut socks on. You know what I'm saying? So they fit a little better. Then they got back out there. Jalen Hurts, you want to bring up the interception? I'll bring him up for you because I was gonna bring him up anyways. The first interception, Jalen Hurts fought 100%.
Yeah,
100%. The second one was a chemistry issue. He read one thing that Swift was gonna do. Swift did the opposite. He threw it outside. Swift went inside. Oh, that's the first one. It don't matter. He threw it in. He threw it to the numbers. He went back inside. Defender didn't move because, honest to God, truth, if he threw it inside, Swift gone. Swift gone. And we're looking at a whole nother discussion. But the interceptions, you know what I'm saying? That first one was a chemistry issue. You know what I'm saying? He's not used to having. We didn't really use running backs in the flats as check downs or anything like that last year. So when he looked for the check down, he see the defender had gave outside leverage to DeAndre Swift. DeAndre go inside. He probably thought after he threw it, like, damn. But it happens, man. It happens. You know what I'm saying? And he got to clean that up. You got to get on the same page with your people. You brought them in. You had training camp. You had all this time. Those are things you got to stay after practice with and just, work with people, understand what he is. Because DeAndre Swift, to be honest, if y'all really want to be honest, he hasn't even reached his whole potential of what he can be in this offense. We aren't even using him in the pass game like that. He's literally been our running back. He hasn't even been the dual running back that we brought him in for. But that game was pretty good, man. The defense, stout. Jalen Carter, he been going crazy. Jordan Davis looking good. I'm kind of sad that right now Nakobe Dean isn't getting a chance to ride this high and really fill it out. But he'll be back he can come off IR after this game.
Mhm.
And then yeah, so it was pretty good. Offense looked good. AJ Brown got his redemption week after not really being able to do anything in the Vikings game. I think, man, I think Brian Johnson this next week, I think this is the one I'm gonna lock in and really watch. He got an opportunity to really show me that he has the reins of the offense. He has everybody under him, and they ready to ride because you see it with the defense. Every time somebody stepped on the field, we talked about week two. Week two, we had three rookies on the field playing significant minutes. And there wasn't a drop off from when week three happened and the starters came back. You really didn't even realize that dudes that was on the field the week before was on injury reserve. Like it's difficult to really be happy when you know you haven't even seen your team at full standing abilities. But I am ready to see what we are able to bring to the table moving forward after watching us play Tampa. Because Tampa, I was told, was going to hold me to under 50 yards rushing at 130 yards rushing. I ain't going to even count in what Jalen Hurts and what Kenny Gainwell was able to do. I'm not going to even add. I'm just talking about Swift. That man has been electrifying. And I was just putting my ticket in for Sunday, and they got him at 63 yards. Over or under. I'm like, what? This man just had 130, 175, and now his over is 63. What do you think the Commanders bring to the table that it's going to like really hurt us? Because the best defensive line supposedly I told was last week against the run. And I just seen them get ran on by James Cook. He not dynamic like that. He a decent running back. But I wouldn't be like, oh, he gonna kill me for 100+ yards rushing. But you know what I'm saying? I am excited to see what my team has after watching week 3. The Tampa game was very exciting. And if y'all didn't get a chance to check it out, man, Birds of Broad Street is on my page. We did a live stream. You can catch all the live reactions in real time. It was very enjoyable. DV, how you feeling?
Start with the negatives first. So basically, I think it was more like a 50-50 thing. It was a miscommunication between DeAndre Swift and Jalen Hurts. You know, of course, you're going to fault the quarterback because the quarterback threw the ball. You know, I talked to Coles about it before, about another quarterback. I forgot what game was on, and he tweeted about it. And I was like, yo, you don't throw that ball if you know that he's covered or you know that he's running the wrong route. And he basically agreed with me at that point. I think that, you know, you got to fault Jalen Hurts, man. I know he was a little bit under the weather. That's no excuse. You play in on the field, you can play. At the end of the day, that's how I roll. I know on the second interception, he was trying to give Smitty a chance. He was trying to give Devontae Smith a chance to, you know, go up and get that 50-50 ball like he normally do, just like he did against the Vikings. But it didn't work out because the other cornerback, a DB, came over and made a great play because in live action, I thought he was out. I'm like, yeah, man, we good. Nope. He made a great play, and you can't take that away from him. Like, he has to stop forcing those things and start throwing it out of bounds more.
But Coles, also on that interception that DV talking about right now, the result of that was a safety. I just wanted.
I know. We talked about that.
Okay. I didn't say safety, but it resulted in a safety. So it was a glorified punt. Glorified punt.
Yeah.
It did. But, you know, I think us as Eagles fans, we're trying to make sure everything clicks. And I think, you know, adding like a talent like DeAndre Swift behind this line, they're trying to focus on more on how or what spots could we get him in, especially in the passing game, because they tried that. It failed because Hurts threw a pick. Where can we set him at besides running the ball? You know, my only thing is with that. Another thing, you got to play Sidney Brown when he's healthy, man. You got to. Like, this dude made, like, to the point where if he didn't have that pass breakup, you know, it's a game now. it's a game now because Mike Evans could have caught that, right? So you got to play him, but now he's hurt. Hopefully he's um healthy enough to play, or just to be in on special teams. Next this game,
I seen him
coming
trying to
up.
stretch it
But
out, man. It's a hammy. I seen him today with that
yeah,
compression sleeve on. He was on the sideline,
yeah,
like trying to see if he can get some motion out of that thing. I think
yeah,
tomorrow. What
and
you think tomorrow? Like the day he gotta be good, or Saturday? You think it'd be game time decision?
it probably be game time. It probably be game time. Jalen Carter, man. Jalen Carter is a monster, man. Jalen Carter had pressure after pressure after pressure to the point Marlon T actually got a sack. You know what I'm saying? Because of him. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really get too much from the edge rushers, man. They had pressures, but they didn't have too many QB hits. Reed Blankenship came back, got an interception, tackling out the backfield. He's a great tackling safety. I was just happy to see, the defense gelling like they were. And I think that's what was our, Achilles heel was that defense was going to either get us the ball back or would either sit up there and, get it 3 and out. Either way, like it was going to be an interception, fumble, or such and such. And they did everything that needed to be done. On top of that, the offense, was force feeding AJ Brown, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's because a little thing that happened on Thursday night prior." I think, well, it came out basically. Devontae Smith basically said that a fan for the Buccaneers made AJ mad, and that's what the cost was, and the game plan was drawn for him to get open. I think that it was just there. I think it was just there. Honestly, I think it was just a flow of the offense. But I'm really concerned about us not really playing Penny, because I feel like that if you're not going to play Penny because he's either injured or he's just not ready, why not have kept Trey Sermon? Number one. Number two, Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert is out there. He needs to touch the rock. He needs to, and he's not. Getting no passing plays. He's not really doing too much. I see one play that he basically stopped running at one point, and it was like why do you stop running? He got cursed out on the sideline. I don't know if you've seen that, but he did get cursed out on the sideline. But we won the game thanks to our defense, the running game. DeAndre Swift once again 130 yards. And he only needs 16 carries to do it. It was just great to see that a team like a Todd Bowles defense that we went up against, he got 130 yards on them. So it was great. It was just great to see. So I'm happy that we stand at 3-0. And, we're just looking forward to, the Toy Soldiers on Sunday.
Cole. Week 3. Cowboys, Cardinals.
Before Coles go, man, like I did see his whole video. And his video, like he was I've been on YouTube for almost 2 years now. And that's the realest I ever heard Cole. So I do want to applaud him for that. I just want him to be real here.
Hey,
and see what he says.
Week 3, Cardinals, Cowboys, 16-28. Cardinals win. It was a scrappy game, man. I don't know how this game got away from y'all, but I'm waiting to hear you explain, man. Because when I was watching the game, I was like, it's no way these boys go in here and drop one. But it's context to every loss. Trayvon Diggs went down, offensive lineman down. What I'm saying? It's a situation where it's hard to overcome some of those emotional values inside of a locker room. But go ahead, Cole. How you feeling?
Yeah, before I talk about my team, I do want to say something about how the coaching is with your team. You got to realize, man, y'all gonna go through some growing pains, especially with Brian Johnson, because he a rookie offensive coordinator for an NFL team. So he's still trying to learn y'all team, even though he was behind striking. He want to do things his way. So it's gonna be some growing pains, but the good thing is y'all still winning. So that's all that matters. That's just me being real. I don't want y'all being too down on it. It takes time. You can't. I heard, like I tried to tell y'all over the off season, y'all gonna struggle a little bit with those new coordinators, and now y'all seeing it a little bit, but y'all still winning, so that's a good thing. But just to get into my team, man, Sunday was, man, I don't even know. I'm not buying the. I mean, I understand. Hey, it hurts to see Trayvon gone. That probably affected the whole scheme of practice because the injury happened on Thursday. They final practice. They just doing walkthroughs on Friday and they getting on the plane on Saturday. So yeah, a lot of things could have changed. Then we lost. We had 3 offensive line. We had Tyron Smith, our center Tyler Biotic, and Zach Martin out in that game. So a lot of stuff could be going. That affects a team. You want to go out there and show best. And you already seeing how these injuries is. I get it. But my thing is, y'all should have been out there in that form, like with everything coming against you. You lost your brother. Y'all want to fight for that man. Y'all should have been. That could have been the game that y'all just went off, took off all your frustrations, and showed the league, hey, we still here, man. Even though he out, we still good. So it frustrated me. I'm not really buying that as an excuse as a fan. I'm not buying it. No, y'all should have. I mean, Parsons. You got a whole podcast now, telling all how you feel, giving these guys momentum, talking about you going about to shoot darts at somebody. Got ET over here clapping back at you and everything. You know what I'm saying? That pissed me off because I'm like, bro, dude, I'm like, bro, you caused this, man. You caused this.
Hey, DV, that man was on the commercial, like on the video, like this, bro. He said.
Yeah, couldn't even do it right, man.
And then, look, DV did the video after that. The man was promoting his jersey.
Yes. This dude didn't even have a jersey. The store, the team store, didn't even have his name in the system.
Now they do.
You helped this dude get a jersey. You helped this dude get a jersey, man. Don't do no more podcasts, man. Like, just leave it alone. Stop talking trash. Just be quiet. You talk too much. You know what I'm saying? I love Parsons, but that dude talk too much. And secondly, okay, so a lot of people. This how I felt about the game. The defense, of course, allowing over 200 yards rushing. That's sick. That's sick, man. Like nobody came out there to play, man. And that they underestimated the Cardinals. They thought everything was gonna be it's just the Cardinals. We're gonna go ahead and steamroll. No, they steamrolled you. They didn't do the same thing these 2 other teams did. They ran the ball. They did what those 2 other teams should have stuck to. Running the ball, that was our weakness. Now you exploited it. Now a lot of teams gonna try to run the ball on you. You see what I'm saying? So that pissed me off. A lot of people want to highlight that interception. I'm gonna get on that interception. He should have never thrown in triple coverage. Bro, you right there in the red zone. Run the ball in, man. At least try to run the ball. It was a situation where all you had to do, here's the end zone, and here's what you need to do to get the first down. Just run in there. What you trying to throw the ball for, man? Run. You got legs. You did this in Mississippi State. Stop being scared, man. And I'm also gonna get on Coach McCarthy because he was play calling too scared, man. You trying to be careful because we had 3 offensive linemen out and he wanted to make sure Dak was safe. Nah, man. The offensive line was going up and down the field. We made it to the red zone how many times? So many times, running in with Dak. Do something, So, and CD, I can't let CD Lamb. CD Lamb. Bruh, stop looking for a flag, man. Stop looking for a flag. Bruh, snag that ball. That's what Dez Bryant did. Snag that thing. Don't be looking for no flag. We in Arizona. They ain't gonna show no sympathy for us.
Hey, DV, is it me or is this the best I've ever seen? Cole, I need this Cole every week.
Yo, this was the video. This was the video.
I heard him beating on the table. I hear the emotion in his voice.
Man, that joke pissed me off because it made me mad. It made me mad because hey, I'm chilling. Wife was like, "Hey, y'all want to go? Can we go to the aquarium? Take the kids to the aquarium on Sunday?" I said, "Yeah, man." I make it. I probably be late for the game, but I'll be there. We got it. I come home at 9-0. Cardinals, bro. That jump pissed me off, man. I was like, we the Cowboys, man. Matter of fact, everybody gonna come for us. The Denver Broncos had 70 points laid on them. They don't talk about that game. They're gonna talk about us losing to the Cardinals, man. That's how it is. So yeah,
that's fact. That's when you sit in your video, bro. When you sit in your video, I was like, yo, that's fact. Because nobody
talking about the game.
They was like, yo, the Cowboys lost.
To all my Eagle fans, listen.
Dude.
Don't get on that high horse, dog, because then you got to come down off that motherfucker too, dog. You got to come off there and eat that pie. And we gonna take an L. We ain't going. I mean, I would pray to God that somehow we go 20-0. But the likelihood of it is very, 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 very small. We're gonna have to eat some of that lost pie.
Yeah.
Here's the thing for me, though. Like, I'm looking at the Cowboys game, right? And I'm sitting here like, is Kaiser White talking trash to Dak Prescott? And then, like a couple plays after, he catches the interception. And I'm sitting here like, yo, like Dak did that. Dak did that. Like, you can't blame nobody else but Dak. At the end of the day, it seemed like he didn't even like look left, look right, try to take, try to take a lane or something like that, try to see how many yards he could get, like you said. And then I was looking at Parsons all game. He got the one sack, the one good sack. He toned it. But then it was like they start playing off of him, and every time he was just like backtracking because Dobbs got a 30-something yard run or 20-something yard run. And then every single time you seen Micah Parsons, James Conner was running the ball that way. And he was trying to go after the quarterback. So my question to you is, do y'all think y'all more of the pass rushing team, whereas though you're not covering y'all bases in the holes? Or do y'all think that, it's something that y'all can do, but y'all decide not to design it that way?
Before you go, Cole, I just seen Jared Goff take off, and Dak wouldn't even take off. That's a shame.
I'm saying, man, Dak.
And how much do you put on Dan Quinn for that design, especially not being able to adjust to the cancer patient?
Yeah,
he's not a cancer patient. The man has alopecia, man.
Yeah, it's alopecia.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is that
he doesn't. DV, he doesn't grow hair at all. He never will. He never has.
I know.
The hairless mole rat bandit. And he played for Jonathan Gannon. So
Let me tell you something. Okay, to answer your question, I've been trying to see if Dan Quinn had an answer for that, considering the fact that that we have y'all we play y'all twice, so he should be able to have a plan for running quarterback. That's his weakness. That's Michael Parsons' weakness. I realized that since last year, whenever y'all use Hurts to run the ball out, man, he can't like those RPOs. He a sucker for them RPOs because he always feeds right into it. Like, dude, you need to attack the mesh point, man. When you come to it, hit the quarterback. Just hit him. Hit him. Either he's gonna get him hit. He gonna have the ball, or the running back gonna have the damn ball. Hit somebody. Don't fall into the running back. Somebody else gonna take care of that. We got the safety that can handle that. You hit the quarterback, man. That's what he always messes up. They confuse him. He looks like a lost dog. That's what he does. It pisses me off, and I'm like, hey, check this out. Dan Quinn, you should have had a better game plan. Should have had it. He wasn't prepared. He didn't adjust until halftime. Then they was able to stop the run. Wow. Wow. So yeah, I put a lot of stuff on Dan Quinn. Now Dan Quinn's a great defensive coordinator, but he need to be able to go out and He need to be able to go out there and have a good game plan with these team. He took him lightly. That's what he did. Took him lightly.
Hey, DV, his explanation, to remind me of? Like a fighter, he come out in the first 3 rounds, he get his whole face beat up, he bleeding, his eye lumped up, and then his trainer be like, "Put your hands up, bro." And he come out like this to this round. Like the damage is done, bro. Now I put my hands up. then he get hit with that good blow. Boom, and he just like,
yeah. But we gonna get it right, man. We gonna bounce back next week. We good.
y'all had 2 great games though, back to
Yeah,
back. 40 to 0, 30 to 10. And then I don't know if y'all went in there and said we finna beat the Cardinals and didn't play, or if y'all went in there off the emotional high.
They went in there. They went in there like Coles. Coles went in with his family. He thought he was gonna have a good time. They basically wasn't at the game. They wasn't at the game. They was somewhere else. Like, what we doing after this?
Derek Jones up his son.
Hey, DB, you know
That's
I
what
told Cole
happened.
on the phone? I said, Cole, you said you went to the aquarium with your family? Oh, you counted that as a dub, bro. You counted that as a dub, bro.
I would even.
It's no Sunday. Me and DV think we got a good game on TV, and we going to the aquarium. It's not happening. It's not happening.
I'm watching everything.
It's like the beginning of the
Sunday
game.
is for me. That's mine. From 1
Well,
o'clock.
I had to work Saturday.
This week, we got a 9:30 game, so I'm gonna watch that all the way to 8 o'clock, or probably past that because it's Sunday Night Football. I'm gonna be watching it.
You know, I've never called a 9:30 game.
Is it in the morning?
Never.
Woo. I can't watch.
Listen, bro. No. Listen, y'all can ask. I'm up, bro. I get up every morning at like 6. For some reason, my mind don't click in the football mode until like 10:30, 11. I'm like, I'm looking at ESPN and I'm like, it's a game on.
Yeah,
like, it ain't no point watching it. Nah, if I see the score scroll across the bottom, it's 12 to 15. I'm not watching that. Not watching that. I'll just watch Sunday countdown until they click to the first game. But this one gonna be the next one gonna be good. The Germany one, right?
I think so. Yeah.
The Germany one is like the Chiefs versus.
Forgot who else.
Chiefs versus somebody.
It might be Colts or something.
Yeah, because they always take.
No, it's a good game. It's a good game. It's a real good game. It's one of those games you like. Dang, I don't know why they, at the end of like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, why are they playing in Germany? I'm gonna tell you right now.
To expand it.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Man. I got so pissed off that I didn't even really too much troll on Twitter, and I told other Cowboy fans don't do it. Man. I said we ain't got nothing to talk about, especially after y'all won y'all game. I said, bro, we can't say
shit. It's Chiefs Dolphins, but it's in a minute though. It's in a minute though. It's like 3 more weeks. I thought it was closer. That's gonna be a good game. Now that's the one I will be up to watch. For sure. What's the one this week?
Cool.
What's the one this week?
I think it's Jaguars versus somebody. Because they always go overseas. They always take the
Jags Falcons. Oh, you gonna get up for that?
Yeah. No, I'm good. See, I didn't even know they was playing the Falcons.
That's gonna be ugly. That's gonna be a nasty game, bro.
Well, I got the Falcons winning that, Joe.
You like the Falcons? If they can run the ball, they deadly, bro. Them boys run the ball, they deadly.
The Jags, man. I want the Falcons. Hell.
Real question. I see somebody talk. I see 2 people that brought it up. Are you worried about Zeke coming back to AT&T?
Nah.
Not even a little bit. Not a little bit. Not at all. Him. I'll say him combined with Ramondre because Zeke ain't really.
I'm more concerned about Ramondre Stevens than I am with Zeke. Zeke will give you those type of yards, but let's be real. He hasn't even scored a touchdown yet.
Is this the motivation game though?
He might score his first game. But hey, I'm not relying on Zeke to be the focal point of this game.
That's not the real question about Zeke. The real question about Zeke for Cowboys fans is he gets in. It's 3rd and 2. And he gets the first down. And he do this. How cringe would that be?
Yeah, that's gonna piss me off. I seen him do it. I seen him do it against the Jets last week.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want Zeke to go. I wanted us to at least give him a good enough deal to keep him in. Not the money that we were paying him. Just give him a nice cheaper deal with some incentives. I wanted us to keep him. I believe we had him. That definitely would help us out with our red zone because our red zone.
Yeah.
We got some players that can punch in like, well, not like them, but can be effective. We got a dang fullback for crying out loud. We didn't use none of them.
Hey, DV, you ain't hit him low enough, DV. I don't care about that 32. He get the first down. First, goal line and short. He come out the other end.
Nah, you know what really pissed me off?
In the end zone? Oh, my God.
You know what that pissed me off?
Y'all got the salvation things? Y'all got the salvation things out there?
No, they don't come out to Thanksgiving.
But I'm going to say you jumping one of them. Ooh.
That pissed me off, too. But this will really piss me off if he broke out for like a 60, 78-yard run. Like he did in the season. That jump will make me so mad. Because we ain't seen that jump since 2019, 18? Nah, man.
They got so I heard some news about that game about Zeke and a quarterback that they got or something like that. The Patriots that they said that y'all were kind of on edge because they might know some of y'all quarterback play calls.
Will Greer and Zeke. Hey, DV, you see that play that just happened? You watching the game, right?
Yeah, I am.
You see that one hand he just caught while Buddy was holding him?
I did. Yep. Should have been something.
Yeah. Are you really scared of that though, Coles?
Nah, I ain't concerned about them. Only because we got hand signals, but they got hand signals different hand signals for the same plays. They mix it up.
Yeah.
These teams are smart, man. This is the NFL. Players get traded to and you have to play them. You think they're not gonna have sense to switch things around? I mean, come on, I ain't worried about no hand signals, man. One thing I'm worried about Bill Belichick's defense and how we gonna go ahead and Matthew Jr. He gonna be a beast. I'm glad we're getting our offensive lineman back. We probably gonna get all of them back except for Tyron Smith. We need to definitely replace this guy, man. I'm sick and tired of it, man. That dude hurt every year. Let me ask y'all this. Have y'all ever had y'all always have y'all starting offensive linemen on the field, like for the majority of the time? Correct. Y'all never been in a situation.
Recently, yeah.
Like y'all been basically stopped ever since Jason Peters, of course. Y'all kept y'all 5. Like for majority of the game. We haven't played a complete starting 5 offensive line since 2017? Come on, man. We never have it right, man. There's always something we never have our full. It's crazy. I was hoping
the Commanders DC is Jack Del Rio.
You know that? Hey, but he talking. I just saw he talking kind of spicy. Man. He talking.
I don't even care about what he said about the tush push. The fact that Jack Del Rio is a DC and people sit here talking about what they finna do to us, this man is a bum. He had a whole head coaching job, and the owners of the organization gave him the keys to the car. He wrecked the Bentley.
Yeah.
Man, do you know what Jacksonville did for this man? They gave him everything here. Whatever you want, whatever you need here. And this man wrecked the Bentley, man. Come on, dude.
Del Rio. Man,
and you did it last week. If I'd have knew last week that Jack Del Rio was at DC, I would have been like, oh,
He's been in DC for like years, man. You know that?
No, bro. I thought the man was out the league.
No.
He been in DC for like 4 years, bro.
Bro, I thought that man was out the league. I see Ron Rivera, the only person in the league that's willing to get that man a job.
It's crazy.
Eagles Nation. If you look up in the chat, man, EC1 left what he said. He said some nasty stuff. I really don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying it, bro. Guess what? The only reason they saying it, and I'm starting to really hear the real truth, because other teams can't do it. They can't do it. They can't.
We talking about it, or are we chilling?
What?
Brotherly shove.
Man, listen. Oh, there you go.
I can't see that, man. You got the green screen on.
I know how to push Jalen forward. Push, yeah. Push, yes. Just kind of curious your thoughts on it, if you think it's legal or how it should be handled.
Well, it's not being officiated as illegal, so we just have to prepare for it. I mean, I would personally like to see it eliminated, not just because they run it better than anybody, although they do run it better than anybody. But I don't think that's a football play. I think it's a nice rugby play, and not what we're looking for in football. But until it's outlawed, we'll prepare for it and get ready to do our best to stop it.
Sneak with the.
Y'all heard? Yeah, he said it. He said y'all playing rugby football, man. What y'all gonna do about
Okay. Well, he says rugby, right? And then a Hall of Famer came out and said, "Y'all need to stop being little bitches. Man up. Stop the shit, or stop us from getting in short yard situations where we can try the shit. Make us run it. Make us throw it. If you gonna let us, if you listen, this is how I think about it. If I was playing a team and every time they got in short field, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, 3rd inches, I know they're finna run this play that I cannot stop. Or I cannot put people in to accomplish it. And then now you're being told to hurt people, come over the top of the line and hit them in the head. Like, it's getting ridiculous, bro. For one play, guess what? Y'all get paid millions of dollars. Stop being big coochie cats. Get out there, put your hand in the ground, and fight. Y'all being some. I didn't want to say the other word, so I said coochie cat. Yeah, I said it. I didn't want to call them.
I'll say this, man. I'll say this about.
I didn't want to call another word. You know, I'm still trying to get monetized money, so I ain't gonna say the other word.
Oh yeah,
but that's what they did, Cole. They out there crying.
Yeah. Let me tell you about how I feel about the play. I feel like, you got to stop it, man. Like, that's the only way that they'll even consider it being removed.
Gee, what's happening?
And I know the way that I'm not even gonna say his name because it shouldn't even be honored on this show. But we all know what he's talking about. The way that he said it, no, I'm not for that. But I do know it made sense. If you have a player go out there full throttle, dive on top, and knock Jalen Hurts clean out,
I ain't just talking about him though, Cole. You ain't hear the Asian dude?
Oh no, I think that was just.
Hey. So whoever didn't see it, if y'all are living under a rock, on my channel, I do have everyone that was talking about it. I got the Nick Wright, I got the Chris Sims, I got the everybody except for Jack Del Rio, and the guy from Barstool Sports, I believe he was from that. The Asian guy you're talking about. They want to hurt this guy, because they can't stop it. It's not like we keep it in a secret, like, oh, we're about to do it. Oh no. We're letting you know this is about to happen. Y'all got time to prep before we do it. And y'all can't stop it. Y'all can't stop it. Hear me out. So they're calling it a tush push play and an illegal play because the running back actually helps too, and the tight end at times help him get pushed into the end zone or push for the first down, right? I've seen this man named Tom Brady, one of the greatest quarterbacks, if not the greatest quarterback in the NFL, actually get this done to him. Now, it probably wasn't the running back and the tight ends pushing them in, but it was damn sure it was the linebackers pushing them in. Nobody said nothing. Oh, he's one of the best. And da-da-da-da-da. But since it's Philadelphia, since it's Jalen Hurts, now we got an issue with it because they're not supposed to be that good. We don't like that team. And that's what it is. That's what it is at the end of the day. We expect that from y'all, Cole. We expect for a boss Cowboy saying, "Oh, that's rugby football," with his accent. That's a bad impression. But hold on.
Hey, DV. Law Nation even said they need to man up.
Yeah, Law even said.
I heard him. I heard him. But I expect that from Cowboys fans. We go back and forth all the time. But I do not expect for national sports media to sit up there and put the narrative that this man needs to get hurt for something to change because the NFL won't ban it. That's ridiculous. Anybody, never, and I'm gonna just be honest. This is what I said on my video. We did not, when that Thursday, when real Eagles fans, not the fans that sit up there and just want to get a rise out of a Cowboy fan. When Diggs got hurt, we all said, yo, prayers up, man. You don't want to see guys, good players go down. Hey, prayers up. We all everybody put him in the videos, Eagles fans. Hey, prayers up to him, man. You hate to see him hurt. Whatever. Even when the Cowboys was playing, I'm like, yo, they really missing Diggs right now because Bland is getting cooked. So I'm like, yo, they really missing him, but they gotta adjust his next man up. Anyway, for somebody, the national media basically sitting up there saying, yo, this man needs to get hurt. That's ridiculous, to the point where y'all was hating on him all last year because of what he was doing. And then what he did in the Super Bowl, regardless if we won or lost. And then this year, now y'all want to hurt this guy because of a tush push play that nobody can stop. That's ridiculous. That's beyond me, bro. That's beyond me, and I don't condone it. I don't condone somebody wanting to hurt a person. Now, if it happens accidentally and it happens, then so be it. But you don't sit up there like, yo, go ahead hunting, take him out. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's
they ain't the way to go. They ain't the way to go. But yeah, for the play to be gone, it has to be dangerous. It has to be something that they have to say, you know what, that play isn't protecting the quarterback. So. So far, y'all been doing it like a whole bunch of times and nothing, y'all been destroying defensive lines that they will with that play. So, for what I've seen, it might not never go, it might not never go. So, you just got to try to beat it.
I got a question for you, Cole. Yeah. I don't want to keep talking about the play or whatever, but I got a question for you about the upcoming matchup with y'all and the Patriots. How do you think they will play CeeDee Lamb?
I think that Bill Belichick going to try to take CeeDee Lamb out the game. He did the last time we played the Patriots. He took Amari Cooper out.
I said, I think he is. He gonna put Christian Gonzalez over there on that boy. He gonna put that bracket coverage like he did Tyreek Hill and hold him under 50 yards. And he gonna say somebody else got to kill me.
Yeah, and that concerns me because we haven't seen Brandon Cooks actually be dynamic. He was injured a little bit. He just had some nagging injury. Then we bring him out against the Cardinals. He really wasn't really showing anything. I can really blame mostly on the play call because Mike McCarthy was playing extremely conservative. I'm like, Mike McCarthy, I get you're trying to protect Dak Prescott. You're trying to keep, he had a lot of heat from throwing interceptions. Man, the dude is a quarterback, man. At the end of the day, I even say it, and I'm even saying this for Jalen Hurts. Because right now, Jalen Hurts is playing in the pocket more than he did last year whenever he was running the ball. Quarterback's going to throw picks. You got to take your chance. You got to take your chance. It's just going to happen like that. Now, you got to be careful with it. But at the same time, interception's going to happen, man. Interception's going to happen. Brett Favre, he averaged 20 interceptions a game. He's a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what
he's not But argument on that side, he has those interceptions, and that's why people don't refer to him as in the top 5 quarterbacks too.
He a Hall of Famer. He won.
It's a lot of. Hey, look,
they did.
It's a lot of Hall of Famers with shitty stats.
Smitty, remember in 2019 when they had that top 100? Yeah, and they selected like the top 100 players ever in football. Yeah. They chose Brett Favre. Brett Favre was part of that group. Brett Favre was part of that group, wasn't he?
Yeah, he a top one. No. I ain't gonna argue that he's not top 100, but
he was a gunslinger.
Think about your quarterback list, right? Now, we ain't gonna even talk about Brett Favre. When you get but when you get to 4, you get to 5, you start debating on if you want to put Josh Allen in your top 5. A lot of the times because of how careless he is with the rock. You start thinking about those 98 turnovers. You start thinking about those 98 turnovers. You start thinking about all those statistics, and you say, "Dang, can I really put him over this guy? Can I put him over this guy because he has the turnovers?" So, like a lot of people, think about this: if Dak had the numbers a little bit more, people say he stretched it out. But if you really look at his numbers, he's only had really 2 outlier seasons. Yeah. He had the one season where he had like almost 5,000 yards. The other season he had like 4,000 and some yards. Like those 2 seasons stand out. Other than that, Dak hasn't been like a Matthew Stafford, Phillip Rivers, guys with a lot of empty stats, no wins. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dallas Cowboys had the 3rd most wins in the last 5 years out of all the teams. They got 54 wins in 5 years. Right. The problem with Dak Prescott is he gets all the notoriety because of the team he plays for. They're pushing him in your face, and then you see the interceptions, and then you see the playoff games. It's not really the regular season that anybody judges him off of. If you really want to be real, it's those playoff games. If Dak Prescott had a season like Jalen Hurts, we're going to leave stats out, just where you completed your season at. If he had been to a Super Bowl, I guarantee you, Cole, people wouldn't be talking crazy about him. They'll have a few things to say, but their biggest argument is he can't get out of the divisional round. He can't get out of the divisional round. He can't get out of the divisional round. Because when you tell them, like, look at my stats in the regular season look good. My stats in the playoff don't look bad. And then you go, well, you didn't get out of the divisional round. Like, and then they'll say the follow-up question. Hold on, wait before you go. The follow-up is this. They'll be like, but quarterback ain't a winning stat. Or winning ain't a quarterback stat. But you just said I didn't get out of the divisional round, and that's a knock on me.
All right. Thanks.
If we won a Super Bowl, and it was and say for instance it was like the Broncos Panthers game, Super Bowl 50, and they was like, hey, the defense basically won that game. The offense, they just managed. They just kept it clean. If say for instance Dak Prescott had that type of game, then everybody would say, well, the defense won that game. Dak Prescott just won. I mean, they were. It's cool. I mean, this is just me being real. He is the Cowboys quarterback. They gon' it's either you love us or you hate us. And you got guys that make a lot of money. Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp on board with them. They get paid for finding something negative to bring out the outcome of the Cowboys. They banking on us to fail every year. They got to find the smallest smidget thing about us to keep.
You heard me just tell you why, right?
Huh?
You heard me tell you why, though, right?
Yeah.
Jerry, it's you know what I call it? It's the what's the ball? It's the ball daddy effect.
Yeah.
He all in the media. You see him. He flashy. You hear about him. Oh, they got the best stadium. They got the best players. We got the best fans. We're America's team. What do you expect from somebody that say that?
The hell with that, man.
You gotta. I don't know who created it, but whoever created it brought a narrative to your team that ain't gonna never leave. That's gonna be your name forever.
You knew that. You know that, right? An Eagles fan brought that up. Can you believe?
I don't know why.
He worked for NFL Films, and he made that. He from Philadelphia. He's an Eagles fan, and he was like, "Man, I'm gonna catch a lot of heat from this, but I got to name it because he basically wrote the narrative of us being America's team because everybody in the nation loves or hates the Cowboys. That's just how it is. They always on TV." So he made it like that, and it just went out like that. I mean, it's cool to brag about it. I personally don't like it, man. I want to win, man. That shit don't mean nothing right now. It meant something when we win the Super Bowl. That don't mean nothing right now. It's a joke. It's a joke. That's something to help Jerry out. Man, I want to win the Super Bowl.
I'm surprised Jerry ain't got a podcast.
Yeah, man, bro.
Podcast. He don't need a podcast, bro.
I'm sick of that.
No. I didn't say he need one. I'm surprised he doesn't have one because he likes to run his mouth.
Yeah.
He got 105. He got 105.3 The Fan. He on every Tuesday.
Oh,
Shit,
man.
That dude got a microphone every week. That's what he do.
And cool. Why? Speaking of podcasts, like I can't really talk. I heard you talk on your video earlier, on my way to work. But I can't talk about podcasts because Jason Kelsey got a podcast with his brother, and then also Slay. Slay got a podcast. But what I'm saying is, what makes you think that Micah Parsons can't do both?
He a Cowboys. He is the star of the Dallas Cowboys. Let me tell you, Jason Kelsey. I mean, they get a lot of hype from the media. They'll bring clips, but it's good stuff. It's stuff that you like to see, brotherly love. Or maybe the latest Taylor Swift. All that news. They ain't talking about their games. They're not. Big place Slate. He ain't talk. I mean, he talk about how their games was, or little stuff. They're not playing big play state stuff on Get Up and First Take and Undisputed. They're not bringing him up. They literally admitted. They said, "We are so happy that Micah Parsons got a podcast because we got stuff for days. We got a lot of clips for this guy. He giving us content." and that's why I'm sick of it, man, because I'm like,
well, they started with Slay last year, though.
I mean,
when Slay first came out, they was bringing clips, and they were like, "Oh, why is he doing this and playing football?" Yeah, and he just said, "You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to, and you kiss my ass." And that's what Michael Parsons is doing. Draymond Green, shout out to them boys, man.
They do Draymond a lot. They play a lot of Draymond. They stay on him. But my thing is,
Draymond be giving them bad takes, Cole.
Yeah, he do. I mean, Michael Parsons, right with him over here. Like, don't give these. I'm cool with you talking.
What's gonna kill y'all is when people bring that clip back of the Super Bowl after y'all beat the Giants, and he said, "This defense here, you see how it played tonight. This is gonna be the ride to the Super Bowl."
Don't even. I hate it. I was so pissed when I saw it. I said, "Don't even talk about that, man. Don't bring it up."
Well, I seen a post that one of your Cowboys fans posted. It had like 9,000 bookmarks. They coming back to this.
They're gonna bring that to the man. It's like bring you talk to it. Like I remember last season, Michael Parsons was supposed to come on Undisputed every Monday after the game to talk to Shannon and Skip Bayless. Then when we lost against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he basically flaked on me. And I was happy as hell. I was like, good, fuck them. Because all they're gonna do is try to make you look bad if we lose a game. We need to focus. Now he out here doing his own stuff with Bleacher Report. And now they got a lot of stuff on you now, buddy. Best believe Skip Bayless all on your page. Because you know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. They gonna bring it up every day. Everything you say. I'm cool with you just saying normal stuff or saying stuff that you thought about after we won the game, or even if we lose the game and you just say something humble. You know what I'm saying? But if you out here talking about, hey, we about to stomp this team and all that stuff, no. Because when we lose, they come. That's all I said about that Michael Parsons. I hope he stopped it. He ain't gonna stop it. I wish he would.
Eagle Nation, yeah, that's what I said too. Like the national sports media, even local sports media here, they was asking Jalen Hurts all them dumbass questions and everything like that, and I just felt bad. I seen the aggravation on his face, bro. And I was like, yo, this is why content creators are the wave to, and podcasters are the wave for sports, and I think that's why a lot of people go that route, because national media, it's like a script. It's a script, man. Hate on the Dallas Cowboys. Ask if the Eagles are good enough. It's a script every single day. This is why stop watching ESPN and all that. I watch, content creators and everything, get ideas from them, and then also get a narrative. This is why a lot of people, especially whoever's a Cowboy fan or an Eagles fan, should subscribe to everybody, because everybody has different perspectives on the game, different perspectives on the coaching and everything like that. This is why you're supposed to do that. People bring different content, different type of content. I'm not going to have the same content as Smitty or anybody else, LB or Philly Mike or something like that. Coles is not going to have the same content as a Boss Cowboys or a Law Nation or even Jay Tuck. He's not going to have that same take. He's going to have a different take. Is even it got to stop being if you rock with somebody or not. You got to hey, get everybody perspective. Like, oh, I can see that point of view too. I can see that point of view too. We're too deep into getting news on our teams than these national media people because they outside looking in, and we're actually keying in on our teams. I'm in South Philly right now, keying in on the Eagles. Yes, you do get it from X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, man, we get this information to y'all for free. So that's why I say you all supposed to just subscribe to everybody and basically, get your content that way. Because what you hear from national media, they're trying to plant that seed in your head to make you run with their narrative. But what we're going to start doing is making content off of them, because that's what that's what they want to do for us. So look, we're gonna make content off of y'all for saying stupid stuff, and that's all I got to say about the national sports media.
Hey, you preach right there. That's exactly how they is. When they joke takes, I don't even watch Speak, man. That's for y'all.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't watch none of them shows, bro.
Speak is
The only time you catch my TV on ESPN is after the game Sunday night, and I want to watch the replays. So I turn to ESPN, and then I don't even make it through all the replays. When they be like, "Oh, we'll be back to show the,"
I be sleep. That's a good. That's
when I wake up, the TV probably on the news. I mean, I don't really, but like I used to watch them all the time, and then I really started like listening to what they be talking about. They really just be like trolling. They're trolls.
Yeah, they definitely come for y'all a little bit because y'all winning, And Nick Wright, he just being a hater. He always hate,
Nick Wright don't want to be wrong.
Everybody been in my fan base, they've been pumping Nick Wright up. No, man, that dude was talking. I remember when he was talking trash about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember whenever we was when we won those 2 games, and we got guys coming to our rescue. Oh, you know what, man? We sorry. Yeah, the Cowboys good. Everybody was like, yeah, thank you for I respect you. No, keep that same energy. I'm glad that Speak kept the same energy they brought, because the moment you slip and fall, they coming for you, bro. That's just how it is, man. They gonna come for you. They gonna change up the narrative. Hey, be the same. Don't be trying to be a fan. Keep that same energy, man. You ain't no Cowboys fan, bro. You ain't no Cowboys fan. Keep it like that. National media, they just want clicks. We're gonna bring their
Dan Orlowski put out that I apologize. I feel bad that I ever judged that man. I posted I said, you better say what you mean, because I don't accept apologies. Well, I don't want to hear that I'm sorry shit. What that gonna fix? DV, for real. You straight up told me my quarterback couldn't win big games. He wasn't gonna be an NFL quarterback, and now that he's doing good, you come back and say, I apologize. Nah, keep your energy, brother. He trash, he buns. Leave it at that.
He had responded to me when I told him he don't know football. I like, man, you don't know football, man. I don't even know why you talking like you know the game. You can't even play it.
But he's a 50-50 fan too, because his wife is an Eagle fan.
Yeah. His wife's an Eagle fan. I'm like, man, yeah. I threw shots at him because I got sick and tired. I'm like, bro, you don't even know football. You don't even know that if you run outside your own end zone, that's a safety.
Right.
Why you talking about my quarterback? Yeah, I got into him. He got defensive. I ain't care. But hey, man, so what y'all we talked to Petty. What y'all gonna do about these Commanders, man? That's what we trying to see. They talking trash.
We gonna hit him in the mouth. Go ahead, DV. But I'm gonna just say what I'm saying right now. Until they come back to me, we gonna hit him in the mouth.
Okay. So these toy soldiers, right?
Yeah.
Yep. They're all what? No, bro.
It's funny because they said they coming for y'all after they got their butts whooped against the Bills, man.
Exactly. Hey, this is a divisional game, our first one of the year. I think that this is probably going to be an onslaught, man. It's going to be controlled from start to finish. I think that defensive line of ours is going to eat. Is going to eat because that offensive line is not that great. Sam Howell is going to be running for his life. You know, it's not too much to say about their offense, but they because Brian Robinson he's not gonna go off because our run defense is great this year, so he's not gonna go off. And then on the flip side, I think that this is going to be the game that Jalen Hurts played like the old Jalen Hurts from last year. I don't need him to force anything. Keep the main thing, as he would say, and just get it to your guys in good space, and don't try to force anything. Try to make a game out of it. Hey, all you gotta do is do what you normally do. Hey, RPO here and there, or pass to Dallas Goddard. Get the ball to Swift. Catch AJ in a quick slant. Something like that. Don't sit up there deep pass to the point where, hey, it's a chance that it could be picked off, because anybody in the league can get a 50-50 ball. But overall, man, I just think that these commanders just need to pump their brakes on Sam Howell, man. Who they back up again? Brissett.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might see some action. He might see some action on Sunday. He might see some action on Sunday. I'm just letting y'all know that.
Want him out there.
Huh?
I heard some Commander fans will want him out there over Howell after that game.
I know, but if they put out Sam Howell, that's the biggest mistake they ever had, and that coach Ron Rivera and all of them need to be fired.
Eric Bieniemy, let's talk about him, man.
Yeah, Eric B. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Listen, when I try to tell them Eric Bieniemy ain't called no plays, they told me I know what I was talking about. The man ain't never called no plays. He learning just like my coach, and they want to rag and tag me. Oh, y'all gonna be limping, Smitty. Y'all gonna be limping. Now who limping? Hey man, listen, it's a transition. I thought my transition would be smoother than they transition, but they came off too. I mean, look at the Broncos. That game right there don't even count no more on their record. They shouldn't. After them boys got 70 put on their head.
Let me tell you,
even a real team,
bro. I mean, okay. So I remember all the Sean Payton hype, man. I remember all the Sean Payton hype. I've been saying it, man. Sean Payton ruined. He hasn't been the same since Drew Brees left. He ruined the Saints. He dipped out on the Saints whenever they was in cap hell, and they had to get themselves out. Sean Payton, he a fraud, man.
He got 70 put on his head. Fraudulent activity.
A fraud, man.
But those guys, I don't never knock a fan for having faith or what I'm saying, being bought into your team. I don't knock you for that. But you gotta be realistic, man. You gotta look at the stats, you gotta look at what you got. You know what? I was looking at some tape, right? And I had went back. I looked at some of the Texans tape when David Carr was the quarterback. I just wanted to see, because I didn't want to compare it to him and say, but this remind me of that David Carr Texans offensive line. They had a nice little decent run game every now and again, but anytime they needed David Carr to throw the ball, he was under fire. He was under smoke. He was trying to get up out of there. He couldn't throw the rock, running for his life. And they told me Sam Howell was athletic and he was a dual threat quarterback. I didn't see no dual threat last Sunday.
Let me tell you about how they feel about the hype of Sam Howell came after they beat us week 18. That's all we heard all season. That's what we gave the Commanders after they choked it up and missed the playoffs. We gave them hope. They rode on that hope. They beat two teams, just like two easy teams like we did. They beat the Cardinals. The Cardinals really almost beat them. The Cardinals play hard. They almost beat them.
Cardinals should be 2-1 right now.
Yeah, the Cardinals could have won that game, and they beat the Broncos. They got 70 hung up on them.
Hold on, they should be 3-0, right? Because didn't they play the Giants too? What's up?
Yeah. They
should be 3-0.
and they held on very close to the Commanders. people saying they taking. I don't think they trying to tank. Now I think they actually really trying to win.
I think their quarterback situation is what's killing them.
Yeah.
They weren't prepared. They were prepared for Dobbs. They knew he was going to be the guy because Kyler Murray was already hurt. But it's still hard to implement a new system that fits Dobbs, no matter how much time you got.
Well, let me say this, man. I know we all joke about Josh Dobbs because he looks weird and he's.
Well, that's just all jokes, man.
Mr. Tennessee, man. Josh Dobbs, man. Mr. Tennessee, man.
Yeah, he was, a space nerd. That's just he not one of those trendy, popular quarterbacks we talk about. But hey, dude can he can play a little bit. He can play a little bit, man. He made some good plays. Like even when he was with the Tennessee Titans last year, when we played him. Didn't he
beat the Jags?
No, they lost.
But he came close, right? It was close.
It was a close game. Yeah, they lost that game. But
I know it's for the division, but just the implement of just being in that type of game and that type of environment, being able to fight. You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt like they was gonna fight, but I ain't feel he was gonna fight this damn hard.
Yeah, he a solid backup. I'm gonna give him his flowers because he is a solid backup. He gave us a little trouble when he was at the Tennessee Titans. We played them last year. Like he was making some surprisingly good plays. Like I'm like, hold up now that dude, he was all right. So I mean, all jokes aside, I think the Cardinals really, I think they trying to win. I mean, they play like they trying to win. They are. They play tough. That defense does play tough, but James Conner he been running some good good runs, But we'll see how they is, man. We'll see how they play against. I want to see how they play against the 49ers.
But they only got like 3 more games before they get their starter back too.
Hey, but I want to see how they play against the 49ers. I think they might give the 49ers a hard time. They're divisional rivals.
Listen, low key. If they in that game, well, I'm gonna be.
I'm coming for one person. You already know who. I'm coming for certified, man. You know what I'm talking about because he been talking shit. He been talking some noise in them Twitter spaces, man. I'm coming for him. I'm like, cause he was coming at me so much. He was like, man, how y'all losing to them Cardinals, man? I was like, oh, okay. They in your division. They know y'all more than we do. Yeah. Let's see what that game better not be close.
Jay Mick Coles?
Huh?
You know Jay Mick, don't you?
Yeah. I talk a little trash.
He out there. He in Dallas right now.
Yeah. I talk. He interacted with me. He think that they got it in the bag. I said, okay. I ain't saying nothing. I'm like, okay. That's all I said to him. I like, talk your shit. But you remember, you got to see me if we win, man. I don't want to hear
man. No lie, man. That Cards game gonna give a lot of teams hope against y'all, man.
Hey, they can.
Yeah,
they can.
Yeah.
Apparently, we trash. So,
no, it ain't even that. It ain't even that. It's not even that. It's not even that. It's. I forgot what it's called, but it's a complex where I see the littler man beat you, and I feel like I'm better than the Cards. Yeah. And I'm way better than the Cards. Oh yeah, I feel like I gotta fight. I feel like I can fight in this fight. And the only thing that's gonna be a problem, those teams that you should beat are gonna have that extra juice.
Yeah. Well,
they're gonna come a little harder. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of teams like to play the Cowboys hard. They just do. You can say, for instance, for example, Kaiser White. That dude played that game like he was in the Super Bowl. Nah, never mind.
Nah, he still had some beef last year. He still had some beef with y'all from last year.
Yeah, he don't like the Cowboys though. He said in the conference after they beat us, he was like his whole family Cowboy fans, and he not, and he don't like them, and he had all his family rooting against him, so that pissed him off.
You know who his team is, man.
And then he was like, shoot, and I played for Philadelphia last year, so I still got some of that in me. And that's how
his Avi on Twitter still there.
Yeah, he still like the Eagles. So,
oh man, Eagles Nation, you filed for that, Eagles Nation. You filed for that.
Bro, you ain't gonna change your Avi, man. You ain't gonna change.
No, I'm talking about what Eagle Nation just put in the chat.
Oh, you talking about 9? No,
I still got him at 12-5.
We gonna bounce back. We gonna bounce back on. That was a bad game, but that's not who we are. That's not who we are at all, man. Even though I don't want to give them the excuse that they may have been a little bit, emotional after the injury. we all are human. You know, we're human. Um, and that could affect, that affects people different ways. You know, so I'm just gonna ride
Hey,
with it and say, hey,
and
let's see.
Eagle Nation, listen, you don't want them at 9-8. You want them 12-5 so they can get to the playoffs. They can finally run into the buzzsaw, and we can leave them headless, man. I want them in the playoffs too. I listen. I know. I played the sweep. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't get the sweep, I need at least 2 wins this year. So I need to send them home. I don't want nobody else to send them.
Y'all not sweeping.
I want to send them. I think we can, bro.
Y'all not sweeping.
I think we
It's
can,
cool.
bro.
Y'all still trying to find y'all way, man. Y'all still trying to find y'all way.
But that's the problem, Cole. You gonna meet me when I got premium gas in my car and I done got my spark plugs clean and replaced. I got my tires rotated and refilled. You gonna catch me at the wrong time when I still got that new car smell. You know, the new car smell done wore off, and I done put that black magic in this thing. Everybody you know what that black magic is. Once you throw that thing up there, that's when you gonna catch me, bro. You gonna catch me pimping. You gonna catch me slow grinding, man.
All that trash, man. You talking to trash, right? I'm all for it. Like I said, I'm be humble.
It ain't trash. It's sad. It's the truth. You know, listen. You know for sure a team with a new coordinator. I want to catch you in the first 6 to 7 weeks of your season while he figuring it out, so I can hit you across your head. Then if I run back and you done change it up a little bit, I got a little chance. Yeah. You catch me what, week 9 and week 14?
I think they might have their groove by then. By week 9, both teams, y'all starting to find y'all groove a little bit. Y'all found it on defense. Y'all have. Y'all was concerned about the side, but it seemed like he got that defense under control. Offense still figuring themselves out. Our offense is still figuring.
We was only worried about the side because we didn't hear too much from him in the off season. It was not until training camp that's when we started hearing some talks about him, and we was like, we like how he's talking. You know, in the first game, you didn't really see that in the first half, but the second game, oh yeah, he started to show some stuff. And then, of course, last week, you know, we basically played with a lot of pressure on the quarterback. As far as y'all, I think that, you know, y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know who y'all are, just like Dak said in the interview. But this is where it lies at. Dak has to play good football, good decisional football. It shouldn't be Mike McCarthy monitor him for not making a mistake or something like that. No, you got to let that dude loose. You know, pause. But you got to.
Yeah,
you have to. That's where I think that the miscommunication is with y'all, and I think they did.
You gotta pause that.
Right.
Come on, bro. You gotta put a big pause in between that, bro.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
come on.
But yeah, I think that, you know, that has to be the guy. You know, he's y'all talking about possibly extending him. Things like that. He has to be. You got to see what you got. You have to see what you got in this guy. You know, in the Mike McCarthy offense. Now, I know Mike McCarthy his last year with the Green Bay Packers, he tried to do the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers didn't like that play calling.
Yeah,
because he was trying to dink and dunk and things like that. No, you got to let this guy be him. You know, I know everybody's so hooked up on Dak Prescott basically almost hurting himself again like he did a couple years ago, but he has to be that guy. And then also he can't cost y'all games. This is what I've been saying. He's been costing y'all games. Yes, we talked about earlier the interceptions and everything like that, but Dak interception, especially last season, cost y'all games. You know, y'all had excuses last year. You know, now it's not really no excuse because now the ball should be in Dak's hands at the end of the game, not, you know, running the ball or not, let's just put this on the defense and see if we can get the ball back at a decent spot. Dak has to be able to do those things. Also, Dak has to be able to finish drives. You know, that game, the red zone, that like y'all went down there a couple of times. more than a couple times.
Good amount
Y'all
of time.
couldn't finish the drive, man. We had that problem last game. We had that problem last game too, and I was pissed off about it because I'm like, now I can't even use that in my debate with a Cowboys fan because we just had the same issue.
Right.
So now we got both actually sit up there and work on our red zone offense. And I think that, both coaches, Mike McCarthy and Brian Johnson, we got to make adjustments to the point where we can actually not just worry about Jalen Hurts running in the end zone or getting pushed into the end zone, but more so our quarterback sneak, I should say, but more so that, hey, hand it off to a running back. Hey, makes the play caller up, do a rollout, do something else rather than being so predictable. Then we can't even score when we get into the red zone. So we're making teams.
Hey, this that London game that's gonna be in cartoon mode.
Yeah, I'm good. I ain't gonna watch it. I'm gonna just go to sleep.
It's gonna be it's gonna be Toy Story
They got a regular
animated.
mode in Toy Story mode.
Huh?
They got a regular mode in Toy Story.
Yeah, you can watch it on Disney, right? You can watch it on Disney, or you can watch it
something
on
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be asleep, bro.
They just trying to get their money. That's all. But yeah. I'm like I said, I'm on deck, man. I'm keeping him. I'm holding him accountable because I'm seeing a lot of plays that he should have made. That's what top 10 elite quarterbacks do. You gotta extend the play, and the reason why I'm upset about it is because I've seen Dak make plays like this before. I've seen him extend plays and dominate a team offensively. I seen it. Now I'm like, okay, bro, like what's going on? Why are you so hesitant? Go out there and score. I get it. You broke your leg, man. It's a lot of PTSD on it. But man, that was just a free accident, man. You gotta. If you want to keep your job and get paid, you gotta go out there, man. You gotta make those plays. So, hey, I'm not saying he had to run the ball all the time. You also gotta find your guy open, man. Communicate with your receivers. Get out there, man.
As far as
be a leader.
As far as Jalen Hurts, for me, I think that he's going back to not making the right decisions on passing plays, and this is why in the first 3 games he got 4 turnovers. Yes, I don't want it to continue. I know that we adjusted to a Brian Johnson type offense, but at the same time, like he has to tighten up too. So we got to hold him accountable. He set the standard last season on his play and whatever, and we just went through 3 great defensive coaches. I don't want to see my quarterback make wrong decisions like that ever again. I want him to make the right decision. And if there's nothing out there, throw the ball away. You can scramble, get a couple yards, run out of bounds, slide, do things like that. Don't put yourself in harm's way. I don't want to see nothing forced. Because that's the play that Brian Johnson called. I feel like I really, and going back to the Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown thing, I really think that AJ Brown got an issue with the play calling of Brian Johnson, and I think that it's in the beginning it was a kind of mishap with his best friend AJ Brown and the guy he knew all his life, Brian Johnson. Now Jalen Hurts is in the middle. I've been like watching certain things, whereas though that maybe this is probably going to be a thing, or maybe they could brush it over. If they could brush it over, then we could get back to playing football. But AJ Brown was frustrated because Jalen Hurts did miss him on a play, but that's why he kept saying, I got you. But Brian Johnson didn't call that play for AJ Brown. So I think that's where the mishap came in at.
Yeah. At the end of the day, AJ trying to get his numbers. He's trying to repeat, man.
No. I think what it was, right, was I watched the All 22, right? He beat that dude on that play like 3 times, DV.
He did.
And I think he told Brian Johnson, look, go back to the play. And then when Jalen came over there, he said, hey, look, we're gonna go back to the play, throw it. Damn it. Stop missing me on this play. I'm wide open. I'm beating the brakes off this cornerback. Throw me the rock. And then Jalen Hurts said, I got you. And then look what happened last game, though. It's like, I couldn't get you in the – he did go to him the next 3 plays after that argument.
He did. But then he was saying that wasn't because of that, what you saw. This is what he said. And I know.
You know it, though. You can see it. Yeah. When I come out, we just had an argument. my next 3 plays is directly to you, then we know what it is. That's just as like Cole's and his quarter. And if him and CD get into it on the sideline, the next 5 plays, you damn near can bet CD Lamb gonna be somewhere in them targets, at least over half. It just happens like that.
Eagles cash. I'm gonna just be realistic and say 4 sacks. Pause. But it's gonna be 4 sacks on us, Sam Howell.
Hey DV, you know that's the second time in 2 years in week 3 they gave up 9 sacks.
I'm ready for the command.
Yeah.
I'm glad we
played them. Line is dookie, man.
I'm glad we played them on. I'm glad we played them on on Thanksgiving because
you got them Thanksgiving.
You got them on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm ready to get them, man. They think they gonna roll in Dallas and beat us. They keep on bringing up 2020. I'm like, bro, like, come on. Our whole team was gone. I like, dude, I'll come up there with the same energy. When we go ahead and pack y'all ass up and sing
y'all.
You
play them home or they home? Who home?
We always play home on Thanksgiving. That's our house. Yeah, they coming to Dallas.
Y'all better not let. If y'all let Sam Howell get another win, I'll be upset.
The only time I've seen Dallas not play home on Thanksgiving is when they played the Lions one year. They played in Detroit.
I remember that.
That was like what?
That was years ago.
I don't think they do that ever again because that's taking away money from Jerry pockets right there.
Yeah, but you know that's Detroit thing too. They had to be 50-50.
Detroit do it too. Yep, they do theirs first. We do our second, and then they pick a random team.
Yeah, they always get the thing.
They've been getting the Bills to do it a lot lately.
Now Eagles Nation, you going? Come on, bro. You trying? Listen, you see the thing at the top? It say live, bro. You trying to get us to get to the door with a skull?
Yeah. Well, don't
say no.
They might.
I don't want to say no. I don't even want to give a score prediction yet, but I know we're gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? But I had to give a score prediction right now on the spot. I'm gonna say 35-9.
It's 31-10 for me. 31-10 for me, and that's just being nice because I always go with that 31. So I'm a couple points under or a couple points over with the 35 to the 28 point range. Then that's cool. But yeah, I think they will score. They're going to score. It could be on defense. It could be on defense. They're going to score. It's the NFL. If you get shut out,
field goals.
Huh? Yeah, field goals. Yeah.
I didn't give them one touchdown, DV. You see, I said 9. They can get 3 field goals.
I'm gonna have us do like 24-28 Cowboys, man. We're gonna come up there.
Yeah, it's gonna be close with y'all. It's gonna be
a close game.
No, I didn't say 35-10. I said 35-9, GG. They will not get a touchdown on me, man. I'm gonna leave them the field goal, and then when I'm done, I'm gonna call them upright.
Yeah, wow, man.
Bro, they been trolling, bro. I gotta get a little troll.
Yeah, they've been talking a lot of trash, man.
Listen. I've never seen a dude get curb stomped, and then be like, "Yo, bro, I'm gonna whoop him." What? So you gonna whoop the other guy that's just as big and just as bad as the one that just curb stomped you?
You know what the excuse the excuse they came for the Bills? They was like, man, Sam Howell, this is fourth career game starting. I was like, no, don't come up with that type of.
Hey, Cole, how many games has Dax thrown 4 interceptions? I don't think I looked, and I don't think he has one. I tried to find one, but I didn't see one when he had 4 interceptions.
Not in one game, no.
DV, can you find a game where Jalen Hurts had 4 interceptions?
Yeah, because he protect the ball, not like this beginning of this year.
You want
He protect the ball.
In one
Oh,
game.
you want to know the first quarterback I found that was that had 4 interceptions in the game. Just I was just looking real quick. Rex Grossman.
Well,
That's crazy.
if you go up one,
Hold on, I know some more, but I'm just saying, like, compare yourself to Rex. And Rex started off on fire that year. That's the year he went to the Super Bowl. He had a 4 interception game.
well,
You ain't got that defense, and you ain't got them offensive weapons, and you ain't got the one guy that he had named Hester.
Yeah, Devin Hester was crazy.
well, I would say this. Ben Roethlisberger threw 5 interceptions against the Jaguars back in 20. Back in 2018.
Trevor Lawrence was the other one, though. Trevor Lawrence was the most recent in that playoff game. He threw 4 interceptions in the first quarter.
He did.
Yeah,
he won though. That's
That's crazy.
Because they had to be, they played a team that couldn't keep no flame to no fire.
Yeah,
I thought
this gonna be an interesting week, though, man. It's some good games.
But now they got Kellen Moore. They good.
Man, let me tell you something. They should have lost to the Vikings. They should have. They were lucky they beat the Vikings, man. Kellen Moore ain't helping that team out, man.
Yeah, but they should have. beat the Dolphins, though.
Man, hey.
They should have lost to the Vikings, but they should have beat the Dolphins.
Yeah, they should have. They should have beat the Titans. They should have beat the Titans. They got the ball. Kellen Moore did what Kellen Moore does.
Man, you can't listen. You ain't gonna know who to blame in this season if it don't work out right. Because Justin Herbert just as bad as Kellen Moore, if you let me tell it.
I mean, he's supposed to be top 5. That's what everybody had.
He's not. He's not.
A lot of people had him up there.
They were calling Kellen Moore Bill Walsh.
Listen, it's bad because he's on a team. He's on the Chargers, right? And he's the predecessor of a previous stat stuffer. His name was Phillip Rivers. He looked good every year. 5,000 yards, 30, 40 touchdowns, get into the playoffs, get blowed out.
I said my hot take for the Chargers, Justin Herbert will have over 5,000 passing yards, but they will miss the playoffs.
Ooh. You know who's leading the league in passing right now?
Justin Herbert. Ain't it Tua? It ain't Tua? Damn. Who?
He 0-3 too. His name's Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah, Kirk Cousins. Yeah. I mean, it don't matter. You gotta win. You gotta win.
He said, "Time for a comical interaction." What you talking about? Because you're
yeah. That is, man. Y'all told me that Kellen Moore. We and we are struggling with the red zone, but I believe we're gonna be okay. But Kellen Moore, he gonna put them points up. But when you need, them wins ain't coming. The wins ain't coming in.
Well, it don't help that didn't they number 2 receiver go down?
No, don't be making
Mike Williams.
He down for the season, right?
They got Quentin Johnson. Don't make excuses for him. Great coach.
Quentin Johnson.
They still got some.
They got Keenan. They got Keenan Allen. They got some dudes.
They got other guys they can bring. Next man.
I mean, Austin Eckler's still out. He ain't in yet.
I need him to come back because I got him in one of my leagues. I need him.
We give them excuses every year.
Nah, hold on. Eagles Nation, you can't say Dan Marino because Dan Marino didn't have any talent and he's putting up those stats. No, Herbert has the talent, like a Phillip Rivers, because Phillip Rivers had LT and all them, and Antonio Gates. He had talent and couldn't get it done.
All right.
I think that's just the age of their franchise.
But see, they're gonna fire Staley, which he should have been fired. And what if they give the head coaching job to Kellen Moore?
They probably is.
Ooh, that'd be crazy. That would not be good for the Chargers. That dude is not ready to be no head coach.
They're gonna find out. That's the type of franchise it is, man.
He want to be a head coach. He been going to a lot of head coaching job interviews and never got one. Never got hired for a reason. But
maybe they want to see him. Maybe they want to see him from under control.
We'll see. He had all the control in Dallas.
No. He was being controlled too.
By who?
Jerry Jones don't bullshit, man.
That dude,
Jerry Jones come to that door.
He gave Killer more power of the offense than Mike McCarthy. And
Understandably, when Jerry Jones tired of your shit, he hit that door. Hey, Kellen. Hey, look, you go get it together. Get you up out of here. Now that is that.
What Jerry did was let Mike McCarthy fire him.
Hey, look, DV, this how you know you fired. You gonna go to check your account and you ain't gonna see that deposit on Monday. And then you come out to that door. Yeah, yep. Go ahead and pack your stuff up, man.
Get out of here, man.
It's some boxes in the closet.
He doing the same.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy on that logic? When you fire, right, and you looking for the direct deposit, it's not there. And then when you go into the office, they tell you to pack your things, and Janet got your check up front.
Or they want to make sure you get paid for your way out so you don't come back.
We'll mail you your W-2.
There's some interesting stuff going on, man. There's some teams out there right now, man. Thought was gonna be a little better. They trying to find their feet. So I hope to not catch anybody catching their five, but I hope everybody catch me while I'm catching mine, and I can get mine off. I can get me a nice little run going.
Yeah, we got
because right now it look like the Lions is about to be 3-1. So yeah, they're gonna be right where we thought they would be. I'm very shocked about the Vikings. Only because I had high hopes for Madison. And right now he's going to be splitting carries, so I don't need him on my fantasy team anymore. Because he's gonna be splitting carries, and I need my points. Who else was up there that we thought? Everybody was high hopes for Justin Fields. There was high hopes for him. Oh, he's gonna be this guy, and he got the talent and everything. And
he's gonna make the Jalen Hurts leap.
I remember they put him on to over in the NFC quarterbacks over Hurts and Dak. Like I seen that.
It's crazy. And I'm sitting here like yo, y'all got to be realistic, man. He's playing for a Bears organization that don't want him to throw the ball really.
They don't know how to do it.
And y'all gave him all these receivers y'all gave him. Oh man, they go Willie.
I want no beef, Willie. I want no beef.
But yeah, he's not doing anything. 49ers is the 49ers, man. They're gonna hype them up because they want them to do something. They thought the Giants, because Daniel Jones signed, and then Saquon came back. They thought they was going to be something. They the same old Giants. They're going to have to make a run at the end of the season to try to make the playoffs like they did last year. They're going to have to make a run. The Commanders was never in it. They weren't never in it.
They still hype there. The 49ers. Yeah. Let's see how they do, man. I really want us to beat that team.
I'll be shocked that they start dropping. I really will be shocked. They got a decent team, but they're not really going to do anything, and they're not going to make it to the Super Bowl. I guarantee they're not going to make it to the Super Bowl. If they make it to the Super Bowl, man, look, I'll say I was wrong, but I don't think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl.
You talking about Pat?
No, you're talking about the 49ers. See, think about 49ers.
How they gonna make it? How are they gonna make it, DV?
No, I'm not talking about what I think, because I know what I think. I'm talking about what national media thinks. Yeah, national media thinks that the Cowboys, they got them power ranked at number 1 because of how they've been playing. Or
I mean, they showed dominance, but that we only down because they waiting to see what we really got.
Yeah.
We come out right now. Hey, look, we come out and do what I just said. 35-9. Watch how we jump. Watch how we jump a couple teams.
But that's what they're really waiting on. But now they're going to look at it. They're going to look at it as who the 49ers played this week.
The
Cardinals.
They play the Cardinals. We play the Commanders. Dallas play the Patriots. Say all 3 of those teams win, right?
We play them.
Dallas just beat what's it called? But yeah, that's going to be the game. That's going to be the game that everybody's going to watch. Everybody's going to watch that game next week. It's all about who you play. it's not just about how many points you put up, the stops and all that. It's about
Play
who you
defense.
play too.
You got to play defense. Man. You got to shut down McCaffrey and now you and put that hurt on Brock Purdy.
Y'all better not let them fuckers dog walk y'all.
Man, we need to beat them, man.
Oh, and Debo too. Don't forget about
Yeah,
Debo.
I don't like look, DB. I don't like caking for them, but goddamn, please don't get dog.
I want us to beat them, man. I want us to beat their ass. I'm tired.
Even if you listen, Cole. Even if you don't whoop them,
I just want us
need
to
that
beat
bit to be close.
I don't care. I just want to beat them, man.
Don't listen.
But see, this is
I no troll shit. But right now, I don't like that. But I think I'd rather your offense have the ball than your defense have to stop them.
I know our defense can stop the offense. Our defense.
I don't know.
Our defense
Christian
stopped their
McCaffrey.
offense last year.
Yeah, that was what I was seeing him saying.
CMC didn't really have a good game against us last year.
He had one this time. That was on a mission.
We're gonna have it. But I will say this: I'd much rather beat these guys in the playoffs in the regular season. I'd be mad as hell if we beat them in the regular season than beat them in the playoffs and they beat us. Man, I'd be so mad. I'd be like, bro, I'd rather love them in the regular season, man. So yeah, and then man, see, it's me and my wife's anniversary next week. I'm gonna be in New Orleans while that game going on. I'm like, hey, man. I'm like, man, I need to be on Bourbon Street. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be up there watching it. I already told her, I said, we're watching the game. I gotta watch the game. I can't miss it.
Yeah, if you miss that game, okay.
She agreed. She already knows. She was like, yeah, we can both watch the game. I said, yeah, we're gonna watch the game.
No. So Willie, hold on. Willie, you skipped 2 games, so that means you didn't really prepare this game either. So this is a possible loss too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Smitty. That's what exactly what I was about to say. Because Cole said it's his anniversary. He can't miss that. If he sit up there and don't watch the Cowboys game and keep his focus on his wife, right? And they lose.
We both gonna be watching the game.
He gonna snap. Cole gonna be on watch. Like, hey, I'm not missing no more games. Don't ask me to do nothing on Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays. I'm not missing no more games. We just lost 2.
We gonna be out.
He gonna be snapping.
We gonna be good. We're gonna be good because we're gonna be out there for a good minute. So, we're gonna already basically do all our activities. So by the time it's time to watch the game, we're gonna be straight, man. So yeah, we're gonna be out there. I'm gonna get my jambalaya on, my catfish, all that stuff. We're gonna be eating and watching the game. Cowboys win. That's how I got it.
Okay. You said what the final score was?
For the Patriots?
Yeah.
About 24-28 Cowboys. We gonna end it. We gonna get it together.
Okay.
Oh. We can't lose two. We don't really lose 2 games in a row. We usually always bounce back after an embarrassing loss. So let's see.
All y'all fans been saying the same thing. So I hope y'all really didn't look over the Cardinals to the Niners game because y'all have 2 teams in between there. And if y'all ain't ready for this one,
we looked over the Patriots. The Patriots is a very respectable team on defense.
I just been hearing it all over spaces, man. We was looking towards to the Niner game. We was looking towards to the Niner game. All right.
No, I don't think that. I don't think they would. I just think, like I said, the players took the game lightly and they were going through some emotions losing Trayvon. I believe that truly happened, but
that happened days ago, man.
Yeah,
Crowdbridge, get over it. Play the game, man.
Play the game. That's why I said.
But just how you said.
You know what happened? That first time DeRon Blaine got smoked, they was like, "Oh, Trayvon! Oh!"
But hey, to keep it a bean, Trayvon be getting burnt too now. He be getting sugar.
That man was good. That man was getting his.
Yeah, but
Blaine looked like he shouldn't been there.
Blaine is.
I know we didn't hit on this because Cole was talking so much trash, talking about they the best duo in the league and all that. How do you feel about Gilmore now?
Gilmore's still good.
Man, that man got shrimp fried rice.
He had some good plays. Man,
I
already knew that, Willie. I know they beat y'all. I know y'all don't play good against the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals do got our number. Last time we beat them was in 2017.
And that's the one time y'all beat them in a minute.
Yeah, Cardinals be having our number. Cardinals be having our
But
number.
their coach is Jonathan Gannon. This is why I was
I
shocked.
don't know. I don't know what they got
I
in
was
there.
more shocked.
That's how they is. Hold on.
But yeah, I was shocked at that game, man. Real
I
shocked
was
at that
too.
game, man.
I was too. I definitely didn't watch that game in utter disgust, thinking that the Cards would come out with it.
Right. I thought that the Cowboys was going to win it, man. And I was watching it on Red Zone because I still had players playing on my fantasy. And I'm sitting here like, yo, if they scored again. I'm like, what the hell? And then, they went up 28-16. I'm like, all right, Dak is at the goal line. I'm like, all right. And then I was like, yo, if they turn the ball over here and it actually happened, I said, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, I had to troll and everything. But at the end of the day, like, they should have won that. The Cowboys should have won that game.
100%.
At the end of the day.
100%. There's no way they should be in a situation where they lost that game.
Yeah, I agree, man. I was shocked. I ain't see that happening at all, man. Like, I ain't see that happening at all. I thought we were gonna have that in the bag, but it is what it is. We just gotta see how they respond. That's all that matters. We win this game. We win this game against the Patriots. We not even thinking about the Cardinals no more. That's just how the game goes. It's a week-to-week league. They had us up on high, like when we beat the Giants and the Jets, and then now they got us at low this week because we lost to the Cardinals. So if we win in a good way against the Patriots, we back up there. That's all that matters. Get them wins up.
Okay.
I just hate that we didn't have a winning momentum going into that San Francisco game. I wanted that. I didn't want us to lose and get humbled and then try to fight our way back into a win just to go to San Francisco. I wanted us to keep that momentum going, and we didn't have it. That's the only thing that I'm kind of disappointed about.
Zeke. One thing Zeke could do good is he could pass block.
Yeah.
So how would you feel if Michael Parsons there and he beats that lineman and then come around and Zeke like, no.
I'm looking forward to that match.
Mac Jones.
I'm looking forward to that match. They play each other in practice. They go sometimes. So they trash talk and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing in the real game how Michael Parsons will handle Zeke and stuff like that. But I need some of our other linebackers to step up. That's our weakest position on defense is our linebackers. And they got exposed against them Cardinals because they were terrible.
Hey, Brian Branch just had a non-contact injury.
I've seen it.
Dang.
I've seen that.
Well, hey, we can go ahead and wrap this mug up because your boy got to work in the morning.
Yeah, man. All three of us, man. We gotta all get it up, man. But before we go, man, listen, Eagle fans, enjoy Sunday, man. It's gonna be a good game. It's a rivalry. And if it start getting a little ugly, man, the grill is gonna be pumping. Throw you a couple extra burgers on that for the next games because we play early. Don't get drive safe. Don't be drunk driving. You know what I'm saying? And everybody enjoy their team. I know it's Cowboys in here. I know it's it's probably listen, low key. It's probably a commander somewhere in the back of the room. Listening.
Might be a commander fan hiding.
It's all good, man.
For sure, go Cowboys. We about to bounce back this week. We're gonna get a W, man. We ain't about to go out like that. We coming for y'all Eagles, man. Y'all better not lose against the Commanders because I'm hoping
we lose that game. I thought you was gonna say another game. Damn.
I'm hoping y'all slip against the Commanders because y'all ahead of us. Y'all lose this game and we win our game, we back on top. Y'all better win. Y'all better win, man.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm secretly going against y'all, but I'm chilling. I'm just sitting back and watching. Hoping
I gotta be secretly rivals, man. That's cool. I hope y'all lose to the Patriots.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
all, man.
We need to win. We need to win, man. After that loss, I don't put nothing past nobody no more.
I would love you to come out of this game 2-2.
That'd be crazy.
I'll be sick to my stomach.
I want you to come out 2-2 and Zeke have a crazy game too.
We already lost some of the fair weather fans.
No, that's one of those things going to happen. One of those things will happen, but not Zeke. Not Zeke having a crazy game. I don't think.
I ain't saying I ain't. See, when you say crazy, you ain't thinking about what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the Zeke that's Zeke now. A crazy game for Zeke now, not 2019, 2018 Zeke. I'm talking about like 50, 60 yards rushing and like 40, 50 yards receiving. They'll be heated, bro. The whole Cowboy Nation will be trying to blow the Patriots up.
I'm gonna just go trickle down.
Huh?
I'm gonna trickle down. I'm gonna trickle down to all the Cowboys content creators. Just listening to everybody to sit up there and say who was at fault for this loss.
The only person that's gonna stand out is Boss. I was watching his stuff. I was like, I wonder what he got to say.
You know he ain't do what he's supposed to do.
That's my guy, man. But yeah, let's go ahead and end this thing out, man. Hey, y'all not subbed up, man. Sub up to all 3 channels. You know, like and subscribe to this channel. We're gonna re-up another one next week, man. We need to revisit this Commanders game and this Patriots game. Maybe we can bring in Big Simple. I try to get him.
To get
him tonight, but he already had a stream. So
I possibly got a Patriot fan to bring on too. I don't know if they lose, if that person's still gonna want to come, but if they win, I'm pretty sure.
Damn sure want to come.
Yeah,
I'm here. But hey, y'all be easy, stay safe. Go Cowboys.
Fly Eagles fly.